I'll tell you one thing. I'm one guy who, there's an old saying, there's a Jake for every Jenny. But I really met the right girl named Carol, and I don't know where I'd be without her. And I have the greatest in-laws in the world, and they've come to bat for me with all the problems we've had in my family. And I greatly appreciate it. You don't have enough opportunities to say thank you, especially at 2 in the morning when most of the things are taking place.
Our brains allow us to remember the past, enjoy and react in the present, and imagine the future. What would life be like, and how would you feel without this powerful ability if you were no longer able to take care of yourself or remember those you love most? This is Alzheimer's disease.
Our dad, Alan Shapiro, is in the late stages of Alzheimer's at age 65. He's been battling the disease for the last 15 years. For the first 50 years of his life, he was a thriving business owner, leader in the community, loving father, friend to many, and accomplished champion in track and field. By his mid-50s, he became forgetful. His personality had changed. He was losing the ability to run the company he built with his brothers and trying his hardest to cover it up to salvage his dignity. We saw and felt his anguish, and it had an enormous impact on our family, especially our mom, who has dedicated her life to serve as his caregiver, an increasingly challenging role filled with far more sadness than joy. Here's our dad today on his 65th birthday. He lives in a loving, full-time care facility. He's no longer able to speak, feed himself, express when he's in need of support, or has to use the bathroom. He shows little to no reaction to anything and anyone, not even our family or his beautiful baby granddaughter, Alexia, and it's unclear how much he understands. What is clear is his fear to do the most basic of life functions. This is Alzheimer's.
A top 10 leading cause of death, there is no cure or fully proven way to slow or prevent Alzheimer's. What's even scarier is that this disease could happen to anyone. As people continue to live longer due to advancements in other medical areas, the number of people living with Alzheimer's is expected to triple to over 16 million by 2050, and it's already the country's most expensive condition. This is not acceptable, and it's up to us to proactively change this trajectory.
How soon you forget and kind of drift back into your bad habits, but when you start thinking about it, you really have to realize that the most important thing in life is your health and your family. Without that, you have nothing.
Please join us in the fight against Alzheimer's by urging our government to increase research dollars in order to get scientists sufficient funding to delay and effectively treat Alzheimer's by 2025. We also invite you to speak openly about the disease and encourage those impacted to share their stories, as our collective and unified voices will make a huge difference and help to ensure that those of us in our 20s and 30s live to have long-lasting memories of our children and grandchildren. While a tough reality for our family and millions of others, we're optimistic for the future because together we can and will end Alzheimer's.